Hey there, it's Matty Foo here. I've had a few people ask in the comments how I do the weight and measurement for my listings on eBay, and so I thought I'd shoot a quick video here when I'm doing something that's kind of an odd size of how I do it. And so I've taken all my pictures already of this thing. It's a humidor. It's kind of cool. It's made in the States, and so that's just my little notes that I take. Don't mind the stain on this sheet. And you'll see the one above, I got some, the weight and the measurements. And so I just do a rough, like what sort of size box is it gonna be. So I lay a tape measure down and I just look, right? So from up here, let me see if it'll focus. I go, okay, box is going to be about this size, so I'll go down there, and that's about 30 centimeters, and then I take it, sorry I'm not good at doing it with one hand, put it about, and so I'm just like leaving room for packaging material so I don't go like right next to the pipe stand. So here's kind of an overhead view. I've got about an extra inch on that side, and I know I'm gonna have to package the glass humidor separately, so I'm just leaving, okay, that'll be about another inch or so away from that once there's bubble wrap. And so I just go, okay, it's gonna go from there to about here for the box size. I go down, and so we're pretty close to 30, so I'd go 30 by 30, and then you wanna do a vertical one. And so we just kinda hang it there. I look, and I leave a good amount of space. And so it's about, I would say 20 centimeters. So 30 by 30 by 20 is what I would write in my notebook here. So I just go down there, 30, 30, 20, and then I take it over to the scale here, and I want to have all of this stuff on. And so we're at 1 kilogram and 4 grams, and so I take that and I just do a rough estimate of what the shipping materials are going to be. And so for this, I know it's going to take quite a bit, like lots of bubble wrap and lots of maybe packing paper or whatever. So I'd probably add 200 or 250 grams to this. I'm already over a kilogram, so I know it's not going track packet to the States. If it's close to 1 kilogram, then you want to be really careful, because track packet USA only goes up to 1 kilogram, and once it goes over, it's a pretty substantial price hike. So you don't want to have track packet USA on something and have it go over 1 kilogram. So if you're weighing it and it's like 800 grams and you think it's going to be about 200 grams of packing material, you probably want to get out the packing material and pre-pack it so you know exactly where it's going to land. But this one I know is going to be over that, so probably go 1 kilogram, 250 grams. So I just go over here, I write that down. I'm just going to stop it for a second. Okay, so this is what my final sheet looks like. So right here I have a title. It's not a full title, it's not what it's going to be on eBay. It's just so that when I'm going through and looking for the pictures, I know what I'm looking for. Country that it's made in. Some little notes for me, just so I know what some of the pictures are. This one here, the GR02, that's the storage bin I have it in. I just go GRs for the color of the bin. I have a few different colors, so that's gray and number 2. That's the shipping box size that I estimated, and that's the weight estimate. And that's all I have for when I go and take my pictures and put them into an eBay listing. It's not the like fanciest system, but it's what works for me. It's nice and quick. So I should say the reason you're able to do the rough estimates is because when you do calculated shipping on ebay.ca, it quotes the customer the counter price for Canada Post. And so if you're a little bit off in your measurements, it's not a huge deal because there's a little bit of built-in leeway. So you don't have to worry too much. Like, I find it's usually the customer pays $1 or $2 extra, which basically covers your shipping materials. There are people out there who will refund that extra little bit, but for me, like when I was really early on a buyer on eBay, it was common for sellers to have shipping and handling costs as well. And so for me, I'm comfortable with that little extra bit that you get because you're using a what's it called? A supplier's account with Canada Post. So you get a discount that normal people going to the counter at Canada Post don't get. So I'm okay with using that extra bit of money to do things faster when I'm listing and to pay for my packing materials. So I'm comfortable with that. You may not be, but this is the system I use, and thanks for watching.